When politics is this much fun, and it's as hard as the meltdown that you had to govern during, why do you think so many women are reluctant to put themselves out there and get on the public stage and run for office?
Well, I do think that women need to be asked. I was asked. I wouldn't have done it myself. And often, it's not always true, but often, women need to be invited. I do think that women often, and again, I'm generalizing, but I think that we want to change the world, but we don't need to be the one in the front of the train. But the problem is if we're not at the table, if we're not in the front, then policy happens that is not good for the country often. If our input is not there, it makes a difference in not a good way. I remember, when I was governor, the toughest pieces of legislation I would hand to a Republican senator and a Democratic member of the House, 2 women, who would do the hardest work of bringing the groups together to try to forge the compromises necessary. Without women in those positions, and we've gone backwards. When I was elected governor, there were 8 women who were governors, and now there are 5. When I was elected governor, there were, I think, 26% of the statewide elected officials were women, and now it's in the low 20s. I think that women see the polarization of politics and feel like, I don't want to stick my toe into the Puranic waters. It's so toxic that the polarization has pushed women out, in addition to pushing sort of folks who are in favor of compromise and pragmatism out. And that's exactly why women should run. That's exactly why we need to have more female voices in to bring the country back into balance. And I like to say to women, Karen, I would say this to all of you, it's not about you. Running for office is not about you. It is about the changes that you want to see in the world. And in the same way that, soldiers go off and serve our country, women can serve our country too, obviously overseas, but here at home. If you're willing to raise money for your favorite charity or the Humane Society or whatever, you can raise money for the cause of the change that you want to bring. So I am frustrated, like I think many are, that there are not more women in office. And I want women to have the skin that's thick enough to be able to sustain the arrows that will be thrown, and recognize that those arrows are not coming at you personally. You're wearing a suit, and they're coming at the suit, but it's not about you personally. And I think for the country's purposes, it's really important. She's got a stop sign.
Great advice.
I see.
Okay.